Today we're going to talk about family and your relationship.
Family matters.
As of late, Prince Harry and Meghan, the royal family, have been in the news because of some disputes about them not approving of the baby and the racial, divide. She's mixed, had black and she has some black in her that they don't take the care for. But he up and moved, took his family, took her, and disconnected himself. So the topic is not about them and their personal business, and I hope everything works out well with them. Pray for her mental health, and their relationship. But I pose a question to you: is the approval of your spouse's family important to you in a relationship?
No.
Okay. What does that mean?
It means no.
Because you're not marrying
The
the family, but you're marrying into
the family.
That family. So why isn't that important to you?
I mean, okay, so let me put it to you like this. Like growing up and dealing with my family, being in my family, and things going on, and just seeing things in life and how it is. And not just in the family, outside in the world too. People either going to accept you or they're not. And everybody isn't accepting. So then that's where you have to have this, to me, that's where I had to have this strong demeanor about myself. Like I know who I am, I know what I want, I love myself, and I'm okay whether someone's going to accept me or not. Even though I would love to be accepted inside the family that I'm married into, or even a family that in my own personal family, or even in family, church family, any relationships I'm in, I would love to be accepted. But sometimes, no matter what you do, it's never good enough. Period. No matter how you look, there's going to be something said. There's going to be something said. There's going to be something said. Sometimes it works out all peaches and gravy. Sometimes it doesn't.
Peaches and gravy.
Or peaches and cream.
I would hope
whatever.
It works out. Like
peaches and gravy. Peaches and cream. But
cream.
It peaches and cream. But if it doesn't work out, like I want to be strong enough, and I would hope that everybody else is strong enough to accept the fact that I don't have to people please to make you like me. I don't like. I want to be well loved. I want to be accepted. But suppose I'm not accepted.
So then, what does that do to? What does that do to your relationship? How do you handle that in your relationship? How would you handle it?
How would you handle your relationship? You just have to let the other person know. Hey, I mean,
'cause that can cause tension.
It can cause tension, but the other person have to love you enough to not allow that to cause tension in your relationship. They can still deal with their people if they want to. They can cut them off if they have to. Like, let's go back to Prince Harry. He took his wife and his child and he left. And you got to give him kudos because you look back to what happened to his mother. He didn't want the same thing that happened to his mother to happen to him and his wife now. So he was strong enough to stand up and say, I'm not going to accept that. I'm not going to accept it. Whatever it was, I don't know, I wasn't there, but whatever it was, he took his child, he took his wife, and he left. Which is hands off to him, hands off to them. So if you're in a relationship, you have to be strong enough to say, okay, to your family, I don't like how you're treating my spouse. Or if it's your spouse, I don't like how you're treating my family. Wherever the tension is coming from, you got to take a deep look in and see, okay, and realize it's not her fault, it's y'all. Or it's not y'all, it's him or it's her. But take a stand and try. And if it doesn't work, you stand together and work through that tension to have a better life.
Have you ever been in a situation like that?
Yep.
How did it work? How did it work out? How did you handle it? I was thinking, how did you handle it?
I'm going to say I don't really care. It's not that I don't really, I care more about my sanity and my peace of mind to care about that kind of stuff. I don't entertain it. Like, I don't, because I'm not going to stop being who I am to please them. Because here's the deal: even if you stop being who you are, you're still not going to please them. They're still going to find an issue with you. They're still going to find something. So it's better off just being yourself, and either they're going to come around to you or not. Because they're not going to stop being them. They still want to be whoever they are. They may change, they may not, but I just came to this Bible verse. God came that we may have life more abundantly. Like, I want the abundance of life. I don't want to think about that other kind of stuff. This doesn't. What about you?
Well,
you ever been in that kind of situation?
I think I have, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
At such a young age, wow.
And I wasn't that young. I was like early 20s.
I said at such a young age.
I was dating somebody that I didn't think you particularly cared for.
You talking about me now?
Yeah.
I thought that baby didn't like you.
Oh, no.
Oh, everybody likes Mike.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so what?
And it actually caused tension between you and I because this was my perspective. I thought you were jealous.
Water! A cameraman.
I did.
You remember?
Once you asked me why, I started laughing at my feelings.
Okay, why?
And this is a real thing, though.
Okay,
I'm not saying it's a real thing.
I believe it.
I'm not saying it's a real thing with you, but it's a real thing.
Okay.
When you grew up in a single parent household and it's the mother and boys, or mother and a boy, whatever.
Mm-hmm. I had a daughter too.
But at this point, Shannon was gone. It was just me and Malik.
Yeah.
And Malik was younger than me. Mm-hmm. So, and when y'all have a close-knit relationship, and then they form a relationship with somebody else, your relationship with them kind of takes a back seat almost. Mm-hmm. And I felt like, because you didn't have nobody at the time. Oh, no, you did. No, you did.
Go ahead. Come on.
I sound crazy.
You sound real crazy. Wait a second. Hold on. Let me get a picture of him with him sounding crazy.
No, but I thought at the time.
No, but you said,
come on,
he just mentioned,
I'm serious.
He just on air said, I sound crazy.
It sounds a little crazy.
Yeah, go ahead.
I thought because.
And this is a good therapy. Get this craziness out right now.
This is my first like real serious kind of relationship.
Okay.
And I felt like you were jealous because it was taken away from our relationship.
Wow. But I like how you just said he'd add all that out.
What?
That you was crazy. You weren't thinking that. He just add all that out.
You don't see how I felt that way?
No.
Really?
No, really.
Oh.
Did she turn out to be
we're not together no more.
But why?
I ended the relationship.
But why?
Well, nothing wrong. I just decided to go my way.
Oh, please. She wasn't crazy.
I decided to go my way and send her.
But you said it was 10. But you said, okay, so we're talking about, let's take it back to, we brought the thing from Harry now. Let's take it back. You're trying to tie it into that because they were treating her wrong. So were you trying to say that I was treating this girl wrong?
No.
Oh.
I think some of it, or a lot of it, was on her side.
Praise the Lord.
But
why you think that? Why don't you know that?
Okay, I know a lot of it at the time was on her side. Mm-hmm. However,
what? Come on.
You were just very. Maybe I was blind.
Well, I tell you, boy.
The awareness I'm coming to right now on air is just.
It's awareness.
It's remarkable.
It's so remarkable.
It wasn't you. It wasn't you. It was a little bit of me, a little bit of her. But maybe I was. It's interesting.
In love and all shook up.
I don't even think it was. Maybe I was the one caught up in it being my first serious relationship, and maybe I wanted it so bad that I was willing to go lengths of trying to
make something work for something that wasn't supposed to work.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
And
so glad you didn't jump off the bridge.
Cause unnecessary tension, and when I should have just let it go.
It just.
So you weren't jealous?
No, you just figured that out for yourself.
Wow. Okay, can you see that, not with you, but can you see that being a real thing?
The people can be jealous?
Between parents and kids?
Sure. I don't know if I want to say jealous. I would want to say parents are used to being with their children and sometimes letting your child go when they get to a certain age where it's time to let them go is difficult. So that don't have to be a jealous thing. It could be like, okay, they're leaving the nest now. Not even that you're leaving the nest, so to speak. You're not even having to leave the house, but they're growing up. They're coming to their own self. And letting them out there on their own to get to embark into the world to do different things can be kind of scary, especially in today's time. So you're still like you're in that protecting mode. I'm protecting my child. I'm protecting my child. Where that sometimes can be a strain, because in protecting your child, there becomes difficulty, there becomes tension, and you can also be bringing stress on not just the child, but bring stress on your own self. Because I've done it. I've brought stress in my own life. What are they doing? Where are they at? Dialing, all this kind of stuff where you just got to let stuff go. But I'm so glad that Jesus on the screen made you aware that he brought. Thank you for showing up, God.
So was there ever a time where you felt, when you didn't have anybody, but your kids were out dating and doing that thing, that it kind of like bothered you a little bit? Ever?
Bothered me what?
That you ain't had nobody?
No. I've always had somebody. What? I've always had me. It's not about, see, when I stopped dating, right, that was such a great time in my life. And sometimes people think because you don't have anybody in your life, you're looking at everybody else, oh, they got somebody, I want somebody, I want somebody. When I stopped dating, that was a very happy time in my life. I got to get to know who I was, who I am. I got to spend time with God. Like, I really enjoyed that time. To the fact that when I met my now husband, I didn't even realize he was getting fresh with me. That's how out of the loop I was. Like, I really enjoyed that time. So no, I wasn't like, oh, they got somebody. No. It is nice to have that time to yourself. Very nice.
Way to just end on a high note. Like, you just, every week, you just know how to just wrap these segments up.
That's why I'm the
and
host.
leave me speechless.